السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Brothers and sisters, may Allah bless you all. This is just a video to clarify something that which I have noticed many people are repeating it. Some of the brothers or sisters are repeating this evil statement or a lie, a clear lie. Either they are ignorant, they don't know, they love the deen, and they think, yes, what we're saying is true. And some of them are stubborn, who hate Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They are the enemies of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They are evil doers who does not love and likes to see Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah clarifying the truth and exposing their falsehood. What is this statement? That we, Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, Ahl Hadith wal Athar al-Salafiyun, or me personally, Shamsi, or Dar Sunnah, or the brothers as Da'wah, they are harsh with the Muslims and soft with the non-believers. Okay, this statement, how many times you have heard it? And this statement is a kadhib. Wallah, is a kadhib. And wallahi wa billahi wa tallahi, yawma naqif amam Allah jalla wa ala, we stand before Allah. This is a pure lie and you will be judged for it. Okay, alhamdulillah, I'm in the street, there's people who hate me, and when I see them I smile, because me, alhamdulillah, I smile with every Muslim. I don't hold every Muslim is gonna go Jahannam, or if I don't know him and he doesn't have a card as the people claim and lie, is a Salafi, then he's gonna go Jahannam, you know, or we have to be harsh with him. No, my brothers and sisters, may Allah bless you all. Then even, let's make that clear, Allah in the Quran categorized the non-Muslims. Allah categorized the non-Muslims. Some of them, we treat them nice, with respect, you know, take care of them, look after them. As for those who wage the war against us, they want to kill us, they want to drive us out from our houses, then there's a way to deal with them, be tough and harsh with them, according to Sharia Islamiyah. Okay? Now, let me make something clear. The non-Muslims, I mean, some Muslims, the reason I'm making this video, okay, the reason I'm making this video, I was walking in Acton, there's some young brothers, may Allah guide us and guide them, approached me. And they said, look, Akhi, why don't you call us and speak to us and so on and so. And one of their statements, they kept repeating that we are harsh with the Muslims and very soft with the kuffar, these believers. And the proof for that, because what happened in Speaker's Corner with Sulaiman and Abdul Hakim, I think, the brother Abdul Hakim. So based upon that, they judge us. Okay, those two brothers, firstly, and not every brother that has been affected. Let me make that clear too. This video is full of clarification to the nation. Barakallahu fikum. Not every brother who's been affected or sister been affected by some Khariji mentality, some takfir, we label them as Khawarij. No, that's not the way of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, Al Hadith wal Athar. Some of them are Masakin and are Muslims. They love the deen and they think that the Salafis are against the Muslims, or they don't care about the Muslims suffering and so on. Because I know this is the way of the Khawarij, because I knew them from before. I used to hang around with them before. You know, I know them very well. Some of them are Masakin. I was one of them. They used to bring me videos showing the suffering of the Muslims, and they say, look at the Salafis. They're speaking against us because we care about the Muslim suffering. I mean, the Khawarij, they do care. And that is not true whatsoever. You know, they care about their party and their agenda. The Shaykh, barakallah fikum, some of them, as we have mentioned, they sincerely care. But some of them they using the suffering of the Muslims to misguide the Muslims and to call their party the misguided party. So let me make that clear. Some of them, they've been miskeen, as we have mentioned, they've been deceived. So what we do is speak to them. I spoke to Sulaiman, we spoke to Abdul Hakim, I don't remember his name, Abdul Hakim, privately. And we clarified to him, and he accepted for 2 hours. He accepted it, it's true. While he was saying us, listen, I accept, it's true, just give me time to think, yes, you're right, this and that. He's calling to his misguidance. He's misguiding the youth, young brothers in the park, and calling them to ISIS, and calling them to the Khawarij. So it's upon me now to expose him openly, because I care about my Muslim brothers and sisters. These guys are in Britain. Why they sending young brothers and sisters 15 and 16 to Syria, and their parents don't even know? Why don't you send your daughter, send your sister 15, 16 to Syria? And our mothers and our fathers crying, masakeen. They don't know, where's my daughter gone? She's 15. Oh, she's in Syria, got married. Subhanallah. This Islam, this kadhib against Allah and His Messenger alayhi salam. So we open our arms. Like this brother used to me, let us talk. I said, take my number. Alhamdulillah, take my number. I have no problem. We talk. I have no problem, you know. And I don't just attack someone and just say, Khariji, Khariji. Even if I see he's been stubborn here and there. Because sometimes it takes time. It takes time for someone to listen and understand, you know. All of us, if you come from different backgrounds, Sophia, sometimes maybe you think, you know what, that is not clear. Let me think about it. I will debate you about this. You know, no problem with that. We'll be patient, okay? But if I noticed that you are trying to deceive us by claiming that you agree with us here, give me time, let us talk about this, talk about that, while you are calling to you misguidance, then that's when I step in, bi'idhnillah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and openly I expose you. And I don't care. That's how I do it, openly. But if you come to even the Shia people, not just the people who have been affected by the Khawarij, even the Shia, even the Christians, oh, I said, look, come, let us talk, let us have discussions, because our main target, my brothers and sisters, not to expose my brother in Islam or my sister in Islam, meaning those who are called openly or been affected by the Khawarij mentality. No, our main target is to clarify the truth, for someone to come back to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and follow the truth, you know. We do it in a good way. I've done it with Sulaiman, but I've noticed those guys. So don't judge us based upon that. We do advise them. We do speak to them nicely. Even the Shia people, I used to come and advise them and speak to them. But if I notice they are stubborn and they are being callous, they are calling to them misguidance, then when I expose them. Now, about the non-Muslims, same thing with the non-Muslims. Me personally, I made a video. I said, don't speak to Hatun anymore. Don't speak to Bob anymore. Those guys that insult our Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. But yet, there's still some brothers who accused me that I don't care about Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. They're still speaking to what's his name? Bob, and joke with him and hug him and smile with him. Alhamdulillah, Allah knows what is in the heart. Allah knows, subhanahu wa ta'ala, knows who are fake and knows who are real, alhamdulillah, loving Sunnah al-Nabi alayhi salam and defend the Nabi alayhi salam. I said, don't speak to these guys. Those guys, and I mentioned Speaker's Corner, one of the dangerous effects of Speaker's Corner can kill your feeling toward having the jealousy of the owner of the Nabi alayhi salam. Yes, I'm not going to harm you physically because I'm going to follow the law. However, I'm not going to speak to you anymore because you are evil, man. And about Kalam, because people say, Kalam. This guy is not even around anymore. Kalam used to speak to me. And he say, yes, sorry for this, yes, this and that. When I've noticed this person, no, he's playing around. That's why I said, I'm free from you. And I'm free from him before that anyway. He's open misguidance. You know, I've never been his allies. But, you know, try to give him da'wah. He said, let us go to Birmingham. So my brothers and sisters, this is kadhib. Wallah, I open my arm and come to the Masjid al-Sunnah, you know, in the da'wah table. I'm not hiding, alhamdulillah. I'm everywhere. Come and speak to me. Say, look, Shamsi. Like these guys, they said, one of them said to me, may Allah guide us and guide him. He said, you are against the Mujahideen. I said, I'm against Mujahideen. Mujahideen, those who fight for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to defend the Muslim owner and so on. That's a big sin, you know. But who are, the eyes are not Mujahideen, my brothers. ISIS, not because I've been watching Western media or Arab media. No, I have inside information about them. Alhamdulillah. People who have been killed because they didn't agree with them when they went there at the beginning. Because at the beginning, even in this country, they were allowing people to go and help the Muslims in Syria. But afterward, they were exposed. That's why even people in the beginning, they were going to help the Muslims. They're thinking, these guys are helping the Muslims. But when it was clarified to them, they left. You know? So I hope this video is clear to my brothers and sisters. Wallahi, I love my brothers and sisters in Islam. Even if I disagree with them, I will still love them to make stuff clear for them. Because how many people I have forgiven? Even they differ with me. But because of kalimat la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, inshallah, I'm not going to hold a grudge. But when it comes to the deen, I believe, when I see clearly you are misguiding the Muslims, then I have to clarify the truth. And I will still open the doors for you. Come, in private we talk, us clarify. But I expose you misguidance. You know, I hope that is clear to my brothers and sisters in Islam. This is a kadhib that has been spread, it's been repeated. And we have always, also it's my advice to my brothers and sisters Salafiyun, that not every person been affected by some ideologies from the Awam Muslimin, from these who have been deceived, you go label them and boycott them. Not be nice to them, be good to them, advise them. But if you noticed, especially these followers of ISIS. If you know this guy, no, he's not just a follower, he's a supporter, he's a defender, recruiter, then expose him. Expose him to the people. Even as the ulama said, our scholars said, even if you know this person he's an evil guy, he's not listening. He believes it's halal to kill non-Muslims in a train. Not just in a non-Muslim, as our Sheikh Abu Khaja mentioned, ISIS followers, not just ISIS. These people, Khawarij mentality, they don't not discriminate. They will even kill the Muslim children in the train station. They don't care. So then when you expose them and report them to the authority. But those who have been deceived and masakin, say, listen, akhi. Because I used to be one of them in the beginning. You know, I used to love this thinking, yes, jihad. But brother, alhamdulillah, clarify, this is not jihad, akhi. Yes, we believe in jihad. It's an honorable act. But jihad was not legislated to bring about corruption, to kill innocent people. You have a British passport and you're proud of it. You travel everywhere. You know, with it, then you say, I'm in the land of the kufr. I'm in the land of war. So I'm going to kill them. When you have a contract with them or a visa or indefinite leave to remain. That is our teaching of Islam, my brothers and sisters. May Allah guide those who have been misguided. And I repeat again, I gave these brothers my number. Call me. Alhamdulillah, come we talk. If you're seeking the truth, come. Alhamdulillah. Because I used to be affected by this evil mentality before. And I left, alhamdulillah, and I'm free from it. Alhamdulillah. Because I've noticed it's based upon emotions. So may Allah bless you, my brothers and sisters in Islam. And you can watch my videos when I'm harsh with Bob. I didn't even want to shake his hand. Bob, he said, shake my. I said, no. This evil hand that hit my brother in Islam, I'm not going to shake it. Likewise, the other people. But sometimes, even the heads of them, sometimes, as the ulama mentioned, even the heads of them, if you notice that, maybe, because why? You try. And if you ignore, they're not listening. You know? Then you take a different way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from those who follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam inwardly and outwardly. وصلى الله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وسلم سليما كثيرا.